Oh yeah. Click. Expo. So most of you most likely already know of what's going on with Liv Morgan right now. Some of you probably are already asking for answers. Among asking yourself, why is Liv Morgan being so booed? Well, my cosmic brethren, that is why I am here for you. So of course for you tribalistic fans out there, soy boys, girls, of course there's footage out there for you to believe also as well of the aftermath of the controversy of Liv Morgan tapping out to the armbar presented by Ronda Rousey. In a promo last Friday within an interview by Caleb Braxton between Liv Morgan being asked about questions from that bout of that past SummerSlam, as the promo was in progress, it was heard and seen that fans were chanting "You tapped out" to Liv Morgan while heavily booing her. If y'all already didn't hear, oh, aren't we in TV-14 territory? Why is curse words being heavily censored out if we're in TV-14 territory? Why is that? Just let y'all think about that for a moment. But as y'all saw there, woo, she had a lot to blow off in the fans' faces when she was being heavily booed and basically being told to get the F out of the arena for her. Cause they're being booed for her, booing her for her antics and her tapping out. Like I said, this past Saturday, from coming off of SummerSlam. And if y'all didn't already see it already, of course, because I pretty much don't need, but I could have been privy to. I'm very excited, but I just wanted to give I just wanted to come to y'all to talk a bit about it, of course, and then I'll probably laugh because most likely you're gonna have somebody. Obviously, you're gonna have her tribalistic soy fans. Her tribalistic soy fans take her side, of course, and be in her room, her wheelhouse. But you know how it is, of course. You're gonna have fans like that. You're gonna have people that take sides and then they don't. So it is what it is, as they say. You know, you can't help it. That's the way it goes, right? That's the way you're gonna have people take sides. I mean, whether you like it or not. And it's just that's how it's always gonna be, especially when it comes to humans. And when it comes to a particular individual and their tribalistic, blindfolded, smacking the dust fans. So, yeah, there's nothing you can help about that. But if you didn't get the memo, as I didn't already show you, so Liv Morgan they had tapped out. She had tapped out in the finish. And it was shown as she was tapping out. I don't know if I was pretty much bored at that match by that point because that build up didn't really matter to me, of course. So I admit that match I didn't really care and I wasn't really paying attention to that match. But like also from Friday too, I wasn't, because like I said, I tuned out, and when I'm bored, I'm bored. So I was actually tuned out because I saw the reaction from. Like when it came to SummerSlam, I had heard the boos, and then when it came to Smackdown, I didn't get to see the clip, but like, for some reason I heard tap out chants, you tapped out, and then after the segment was being over, they were like, it was like, oh, y'all saw that heavily loud. Those not just like faint or just like a couple of people, several people in the room. Those are heavily. She was being heavily booed. They were like basically telling her to kick rocks. We don't care. You look weak. you don't need to be champion. I pretty much, because the video I had made on her, I didn't expect to get, I didn't expect to, but, recently people have been liking what I've been saying. So, yeah, like a lot of, that video was being very popular right now. 1,200 of y'all is liking that right now. And, I was pretty much talking about it. I was pretty much talking about it, like I said in that particular video, of what she doesn't, it was pretty much vacant. It was pretty much clear before of why she didn't need to be champion. And this is why. Like, so I don't know, after this promo that Triple H, because he pretty much, I don't know, I expect him, because he already has his eyes on his next, people said he's going to fix it. So I want to see this also. I'm very glad, I'm very excited, and I'm going to be flicking my fingers to see how Triple H is going to handle this, and how he's going to take this from the reaction of the fans. He's most likely going to take, they have to, he's most likely going to take the belt off her. Because if you already didn't see this past Friday, and like I talked about with his past favorites, and how they're being touted now, how they're going to all of a sudden to the top of the card. And like Shayna Baszler was one of his favorites. And Shayna, if you haven't been seeing her booking when Vince was under control, like it mattered or not, but like it's her fault. It's like she wasn't helping her case to begin with, but she was pretty much being dragged out and being like, especially with her booking with her pairing with Nia Jax before Nia got released. Her whole booking was just completely horrendous. She looked laughable as just a wrestler as a whole, a character as a whole. And so now she's being, all of a sudden, she had won a Smackdown Women's Championship opportunity. Shayna is basically being prepped up as the next, contender for Liv's championship. So it's looking like to me that obviously, most likely, that Triple H is going to take the title off her. Which like I said, in this case, in that case I can get why, even though it's favoritism, because it's all still wrong all around. But after that, especially how she reacted, because it looked like, whether you want to say kayfabe or not, it looked like she reacted like completely ignorantly, and hopefully, when it comes to Kayla Braxton, hopefully, whether that was in character or not, fans can do whatever they want. And if you want to cry about that, then you don't need to be in this business. Of course, you're gonna have, like companies being upset and like even wanting to ban the word, being upset with crowds of how they boo, and they don't like how the crowd reacts to what they were not intending. It's like, if you're gonna bleed with milk, then this business is not for you. Like, being in the social is not for you. You might as well stay locked up in your room. So, like I said, most likely that I expect Triple H to take the title off of Liv Morgan. I mean, pretty much everybody knew that she wasn't, many others like myself, that her reign was pretty much coming to an end. So we already didn't expect that, especially with Triple H in charge, because people act like he's this big whole savior when he has plans. He has an agenda himself, as you didn't already seen within this past week. So as I'll love to keep talking about as we go on. So yeah, you can expect to have the title. You can expect to see the title get taken off of Liv. Sorry, not sorry. You got fans of Liv, but it's gonna happen. Especially, I don't know how they could really be. This is a very bad look, but all I can see is Triple H basically taking the title off her. I don't know, and most likely her place is going to be dropped immensely to the bottom of the card, or where she belongs. But I don't know if he's going to bury her completely. So we might probably see her run it back between Shayna and either Shayna and Liv Morgan, or it might be somebody, I don't know, it might be somebody else, if not Shayna. It might be somebody else that takes the title. it might be somebody else that takes the title. So, never know. It might not be Shayna or not. It might be Rhea Ripley. So, wait, Rhea is on Raw. So, I don't know, but or you know, it might be somebody else. Shit, he might even put the title on Charlotte. So, cause she did built like when he was under control in the Gold and Black. When he was under control of that at first round, you know, she was a part of that project. She was one of his, you know, his toys, his babies that he had grown. So, yeah, you're about to see a lot of. It's about to even be more hate. So I don't know. I'm very excited to see how Triple H is going to handle this. So that's all I can say. So whether or not, but yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say.